I'm not going to do a lot of names today, but I would like to thank Mayor, thank you very much, and the Chairman and his lovely lady, she's very lovely, for coming, and they're the ones in gold. Okay, got those?
We're the Staffordshire board.
They're the Staffordshire board, when they lie down. I want to say thank you to all the people, and you'll see some of them because they're wearing We Love Lichfield t-shirts, who give their time voluntarily to make this happen. And I want to thank all the people who have given to this charity. I'm not going to name them all because I'll always miss one or somebody else. Let me tell you about the charity very quickly. I'm not going to talk forever. Can't my jacket, by the way?
Yeah.
Not the red one.
Right.
No, the red one.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, you
Colour television came in along.
Yes, I think you can get it. Lichfield, We Love Lichfield started about 14 or 15 months ago, and let me tell you how it all began. There were some dormant trusts which the Lichfield District Council were looking after, and there was about £25,000 which had been left because nobody really lose interest in trust sometimes, third, fourth generation. I always say to my son, and I'm sure if something happened to me, he'd start a trust up, and then his son would go, "Oh, keep it going for Grandpa," and then his son would go, "What the hell's all that about?" And that's what happens with trust. There was £25,000. Those days, 18 months ago, that was match funded to £50,000, and I was asked to kind of head up or get a band of good people, which I've tried to do, to try and raise more money and give it away to local community groups. And that's what it's all about. It's a very, very simple remit. We raise money, or we all try and raise some money, and what we do is give it back in small amounts to those people who make a difference in the community. It's as simple as that. So it's very simple. And those people representing the organisations which have got grants or donations, call it what you will, are making a difference in the community. And that's what it's all about. So if you can think of ways to help us raise some more money, I'd be grateful. Because we're trying to raise £500,000 by 2016. That's our aspiration. And if we raise £500,000 by 2016, we can give away £30,000, £40,000, £50,000 a year back in the interest. So it's fantastic. So it's worth doing. Yeah. A lot of people are talking about legacies today. It's the in word. You know, proud to be British was the in word a few months ago. Legacies are the in word today. And the Olympics have left a legacy. Let's hope they have. And let's hope we can do better than Greece, who have managed to get 2 bronzes after hosting the Olympics 8 years ago. Let's hope that we can go on to get 35, 40, 50 gold medals going forward. And that's the legacy to the people the Olympics have left, and let's hope that continues. What I want to do and what we want to do is to leave a legacy to Lichfield so that we can raise money. So for generations to come, money will be going back into the community to help people who, frankly, £200, £300, £400 makes a huge amount of difference. So it's all about legacy. That's where we're coming from. How can we help raise money? Well, you can donate. That's good of you. There's a box somewhere, and we can get the tax back on that. If we get donations, sizable donations, or any donation for that matter, we can 50% can be matched funded by the government, which is incredible. There are trusts in Lichfield that frankly have a fair amount of money. It's good enough I thought the lights had gone out. There are trusts in Lichfield that don't raise a huge amount of money. We want to get those on board so that we can match fund that amount and raise 6-7% interest, which is quite good because the Staffordshire Community Foundation have a lot of money to invest, and they do it very wisely, don't they, Steve?
We do.
That's what it's all about, raising money. Now, you probably know I'm fairly proud to be British. I think that's fairly evident. I know you like the red one. I'll read that next time. But I'm fiercely proud to be living in Lichfield, the district of Lichfield. I don't live in Lichfield, I live in Hammerwich, by the way. So if anybody's got an issue about We Love Lichfield, I live in Hammerwich. But we cannot put We Love Lichfield, Burntwood, Hammerwich, or it was. It doesn't go on the t-shirt. Okay? So this is all about the community. It's the district of Lichfield. That's what we're trying to help. We're not trying to help people outside that district. It's the district of Lichfield. So if you can think of any ways to help us, that would be fantastic. But we're here to give away today, give back to the community some of the money we've raised. And there are, today we're going to give away 3,150 quid to 11 different groups. They're not all here today, so I'm not going to ask them to stand up. I'll come later and we'll have a little photograph taken with each and every one of you, if that's okay. Okay, do you want to know who's won? Well, not won, but gained. It's like the lottery. Okay, now we've got 11, so I'm going to be relatively brief, just so you know the type of organisation. When these have been given away, that will be 20, I think it's 24 organisations that will receive money from this fund in the last 6 months. So which is quite incredible, really. You know, if we can do that every year, you know, 4 or 5 years time, that's maybe 150 organisations that benefit, and that's what we're talking about. The first Burnwood Scout Group, and this shows you how the different grants and what they do. £250 towards chairs and tables. 8 folding tables and chair units will provide dining space for 32 people, much easier to transport and to replace the ones that are 25 years old. That's for the kids. First Burnwood Scout Group offers its members from Burnwood, Boneyhay, Chasetown and Chase Terrace an exciting programme full of physical, spiritual and mind-stretching activities as well as fun and adventure. That's for kids. 250 quid. It means a huge amount to that organisation. Second Chase Rainbows. My daughter was Rainbow. I used to play it. And this is towards an event shelter, which enables them to take part in more outdoor activities, enabling the girls to benefit from spending more time outdoors in the fresh air. These are for 5 to 7 year olds. But again, it's a lovely thing to help the young girls. The Abacus Preschool Playgroup, they wanted to replace their old worn out puzzles with new ones and art materials which are in constant need of replacement. Now these are weekday mornings for children between 2 and 5. City of Lichfield Concert Band. Now, you know, we often see the concert band. They perform free of charge, they entertain us. Yeah, but guess what? They need a drum kit. Without a drum kit, you don't have much of a band. And so, we've given £250 towards them buying a drum kit and storage boxes. And there's the members there are from that big to 80, coming together, helping the community, making a difference. I struggle with this word. Connieberry? Yeah, cool. Millennium Green. Grants towards creating a playground on the Millennium Green, which is the heart of the village of Clifton Campbell. The plan for the playgroup ground is to use environmentally friendly, sustainably sourced equipment, which is in keeping with the rural nature of the green. Again, helping the community, giving it back. Flea Pit Cinema. Again, a lovely art. Some of these things I hadn't really heard of until we got some of these applications through. Fantastic. This was started in 2009 in Orrewas to provide free monthly cinema events for those members of the community unable to access cinemas in local towns. What a great idea. And it's towards a sound system for use alongside the film shows. The Fulton Association. The Fulton Association is the school's PTA at the Fulton School, and they wanted bicycle rack facilities. How important is that? Everyone's biking now, aren't they? They're all Chris Oy, except me. I even thought about getting mine out the other day, I must admit. It's an area of land needs to be cleared and resurfaced for a bicycle rack to be installed. Road safety signs, bicycle locks, high-vis tabards for children are also required. Again, getting kids away from the Xbox, away from the PlayStation, get them on their bikes and have some fun. Lichfield Under 16 Rugby Tour. You know, we come across lots and lots of, organisations, sports organisations who want to get the kids away, and this is a fund money to get them to go and play, to represent Lichfield in France for the junior players aged 15 to 16. Monk's Walk Group. I love this one too. This grant is towards installing a timber arbour in the psychic garden section of the herbaceous border. You try saying that. Who wrote this? The group also wishes to commission a stone bird bath for a focal point in the centre of the garden. You know, students at Queen's Cross School have used the area and have worked to create a nature area. Fantastic, fantastic. South Stats Young Enterprise Board. This grants towards the cost of the entry fee to the National Multi-Layered Business Competition for one local school. By taking part in Young Enterprise, young people will learn business skills, teamwork, marketing and finance. I know you've been involved in this, James. as well as I have. And it's fantastic when you get the kids here, just trying to set up their own business, to try and help them in a big world out there. So that's great news. Now, the University of Third Age, you guys are here, definitely. I always thought that was a bit like Third Age. I thought it was, you know, I've learned more about it having spoken to them. And this is the grant towards purchasing additional croquet set for the croquet group, which will enable more members to play at the same time. Universities of the Third Age offers the chance to study over 200 subjects to adults in later life. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. There's 11 groups which have benefited from us lot, all of us, raising money and giving it back to the community. And that's as simple as that. Please, please try and help us make that legacy happen for the next generations to happen. Because, you know, being proud of where you live is a wonderful thing. And I think we're all proud of where we live. Lichfield is one of the nicest, the district of Lichfield is one of the nicest places. You don't realise sometimes how damn lucky we are. Let's just make it a better place and give back to communities that make a difference. That's it. Simple. I wasn't going to bore you. I thought it was really quite good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. Please enjoy the coffee. We'll all have a little bit of a chat. There'll be lots of little photographs in a second. But thank you very much for coming. We'll give you the checks out in a second and just try and help us raise a bit more. Thank you.